Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a brow routine. I haven't done a brow routine for I think like 3 or 4 years actually, and that's a very long time ago. So when I did my video last week, some of you guys were like, do a brow routine, like how do you do your brows now? Honestly, it's been a really long time since I just did my brows with you guys. Most of the time when I'm doing my makeup, I do realize that most of the time I'm not doing my brows. I'm focused on the makeup. So today we will be doing my brows. I'll show you guys my brow routine. It's nothing extravagant. This is the lazy girl version because you know, lazy girl gang, what's good, what's good, what's good. Sometimes the lazy girl methods are honestly the way to go. Like, which other way are we gonna do it? Today I'm going to keep it very short and sweet. I hope you guys enjoy this video. The first thing I use is this NYX eyebrow pencil. I feel like I used it in my old video as well. It's a great pencil. It is in black noir, and this is one of the darkest blacks that I've seen or I've used in a brow pencil. I usually go for like browns, but I like the outcome of this dark pencil on the outline and then the inside keeping it kind of light. So that's something that I've always kind of done. We are going to start with the outline of my brows. This was kind of thick if you ask me. I like the thinner pencils, but like I ran out of that, but I use these when I don't have the slimmer pencil. So the slimmer pencil just makes it more precise, but what I do with the thick pencil is I don't use the whole pencil. I use like the edge of the thing. So we're gonna start doing our brows now. Alright, we're just gonna outline. So we're gonna outline it like that, and of course, like I always say, do not be heavy-handed with this process. You want to keep your hand very light, and if you notice, I'm only going on the outline. So to help you do your brows, have a spoolie handy. I use this spoolie to kind of brush away the hairs. So you want to brush the hairs away from where you're drawing. So for me, because like I said, I have very bushy brows, I prefer to brush the hairs down, making it easier for me to just like draw. And this is something I started to do recently, and I've noticed the difference. Like, I really like the outcome of the brow. So like that, see that? It's kind of easy when it's like this. If you have sparse brows, you're actually like, in my opinion, you have it easier because you don't have to do all this that I'm doing. There's no brow there. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom because I did that on the top. On the bottom, I'm going to brush up and then do the same thing underneath, like right here. For the top, you don't want to make it all the way to the front of the brow. You just want to keep it like right there. And I'm going to leave this, I'm going to come back to it obviously when it's time to fill it in. But for the outline, that's perfect.
No, I'm a sucker for love.
That this brow of mine is more full, as you guys can see, so I'm gonna brush it up again. It's easier for you to tell that this is outlined than this one. Gonna move on to product number 2, and that's this amazing brow filler. Yeah, it's a brow gel. So you can get brow gels in different forms, brow pomades in different forms, and I used to use this, or I still do sometimes when I just feel like I have more energy to do my brows. That's what I would go for. So I use the NYX eyebrow gel. Like, there's too much admin with this brow. Honestly, this one, I love this product so much, but the fact that it gets hard every single time and you have to like melt it down, and I'm just like sounding like too much work. So sometimes I skip on this and I just use this because the brow gel is already on a little spoolie brush, and all your job is to do is fill the brows. So it's already on this, so I'm going to dip it in a little bit more. So now we have product on there, and we're just gonna take this and apply it to the center. So what I did in the beginning was outlining. This is what I'm gonna do now. Just fill it in, that's all. It's a very simple job. Like, because the product is so much, I'm also using a very light hand, and I can feel the product on the brush. So I think showing you guys on my brows is nice and fun, but some people don't have thick brows, they have thinner brows, and I do find it easier, like I said, to fill in those type of brows. But if you would like me to show you on thinner brows, then do leave it down below and I will do that. I do my mom's brows from time to time anyway, so we definitely are going to clean these up because they look okay-ish. Also, if you don't really like how things are turning, grab a spoolie, try change the positioning of the hairs. The spoolie definitely is key because it just allows you to adjust the brows, you know, as you go. So I'm going to grab my concealer, and this is an essential to clean up your brows because, as you know, like I feel like everyone and their sisters knows how to do their brows, but I guess that's a wrong assumption. Because some people are still learning how to do their brows, and that's completely fine. I just never showed my brows because I was like, everyone knows how to do it at this point. But I'm gonna do it for y'all who are like looking at the screen like, no I don't, no I actually don't. Going to grab this, and on my lazy days, like I told y'all, I will use this to line it. You just have to be careful if you're going to use directly I feel like I'm sleepy. Am I sleepy? Like, what's going on? The end of the concealer, you need to make sure you have a super steady hand because you're going to clean up, and that has to involve you having an extremely steady hand. So let's go. Shade of concealer is very close to my skin tone. It's not super duper light. It's just, I think, a shade or two lighter than me, and that's exactly how I like it. At this point I did the same exact thing on this side, and we're just gonna blend it out. Then on the ends I just go this way just to blend the product out so you don't have any weird lines over here. Especially if you're not going to put on any foundation after this, then you definitely want to just make sure everything is blended on the side. I'm not happy with one of them. This one, it's not giving me enough fullness. I can see a lot of sparse hairs, and sometimes I do my brows like this, but this one is fuller, so I usually need to do more work on this one. And the beginnings of this brow are thick because, like I said in my previous video, the front of my brows got messed up by a brow person who waxed one side but not the other. So my brows naturally are very sparse like this, but the front of this one got eliminated, so it doesn't exist anymore. So it's like this side being taken out as well. That didn't happen. She did one side. Why she was touching the front of my brows, till this day I don't know. I think she was trying to get a uni brow and then got the front of my brows by mistake. I'm going to create some fake fronts for this brow since the front of this brow was eliminated. I think this is as far as I'm gonna go personally. I'm okay with this. It's not the best brow day of my life, but pretty much it shows you guys what I do to my brows. Lazy Girl edition, what you can do to your brows. Lazy Girl edition, you might want to outline and just fill with whatever product you decide to fill with. It could even be a pencil, it could be a brow gel, it could be a brow filler of any kind. And pretty much that's the end of what I do to my brows. I hope it helps somebody out, and I hope that it makes sense. Like I say in every single video, don't forget to be the queen. Alright guys, bye.